I hope everything is going fantastic. I have a new setup right now. So I am just getting the lighting going, and there we go. Fabulous. Excellent. So good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me. My name is Christy All, psychic in the wild, stuck inside right now, like most of you, with this quarantine deal. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I certainly have. There has absolutely been a shift in energy and things that are going around this week. Things are going around. No, this energy shift as far as life in the world is right now. Interestingly enough, I feel this sort of buzz and excitement and a little bit more happening. And that is a wonderful feeling and fantastic, because before it really felt like it was stagnant. The energy has been stagnant, stale, almost like this feeling of hard to breathe. But now, like yesterday and today, it doesn't feel the same. It feels much lighter. It feels better. I feel physically better. And it feels like this weight that we all have been feeling is being lifted off this week. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not one to watch a ton of news. Personally, it's just not my idea of a good time, and I pick and choose how and when I watch the news and get my information. So whatever is going on in the world this week, or the anticipation of that, I always like to do my Monday energy vibes first before I actually go and tap into, like, oh, what's supposed to be happening this week. It's always sort of this little experiment to see, was I able to tap into that information or not? So for me, what I'm feeling like, things are going to shift. Energy, it's like that wet blanket feeling that a lot of us have been feeling, is getting lifted, and we're feeling a bit more. It's going to feel like it's a bit more easier to breathe, and we're able to function and go and do more of what we like to do. Hey, Mom. Hey, Steve. Good to see you both. Thanks for joining me. So that's what it feels like this week. This weight lifted. I feel physically better. We're all going to physically be able to breathe easier, it feels like. Also, if you're looking to either, oh, that's interesting. So both start a relationship, hey, Lorraine, or you're in a relationship right now, it feels like where you were sort of head to head, things were head to head before. There's less stress, there's less sort of tension, contention, like angst between the two of you. So that part of this week is also going to be lifted, and it's going to feel much more open and energetic for the two of you to get along and be better together. And oh, thanks. Yeah, there's some shadows, just trying to get the lighting right. So I have to sit like a certain way, and I move a lot, so that's kind of a problem. Maybe I'll shift this and see if that's better. How's that? Okay, so energy shifts in relationships, energy shifts in how you are going to be working your businesses. Interesting aspect of this week, there is going to be a shift in businesses. Um, uh, I know that a lot of us are relying and doing a lot of work with at-home creators, makers, that kind of thing. That is really going to that's going to continue, but I feel like things are also going to open up for other businesses to not necessarily open their doors all the way, but I feel like the potential for those businesses is going to be greater. So if they're doing a lot of takeout, or they're doing a lot of sort of alternative services for their communities, that to me feels like it's going to take off more. So there's going to be more people participating in local business. And you're going to have this sense of satisfaction and this feeling that it's safe to do so, and to continue to do that. Health-wise, a lot of us folks, now again, as I'm tapping into this energy, it is not necessarily for every single person. This is the energy of the week. This is the energy that I'm tapping into as a population of sentient beings. So, take what applies to you. You can leave the rest. And so that's what I'm going for. Health-wise, for a lot of folks, this is going to be a better week. You're going to feel like your shoulders are dropping from your ears. Now, there's just going to be this one sense of routine that you have started and gotten used to. That's going to make things feel a little bit easier this week because you have gotten used to this routine of being home. But at the same time, a lot of health concerns, or it feels like a lot of folks that have sort of these underlying health issues are going to be lessened. So people are taking better care of themselves. They're paying attention more to their physical being, to their bodies. And so as you do that, it's easier to detect when something is off. And so you're going to have less moments of those things feeling off for you this week, which is fantastic. And it's really an indication of, if we can continue to take care of our physical bodies, keep that awareness alive and well, that is just going to perpetuate better well-being for all of us. Money. Let's talk about money. I think that's on the mind of a lot of us. Some of us have applied for unemployment. Some of us haven't. Some of us are still working, are essential workers, but money is really on our minds. To me, it feels like there is still this sum of money. So there's an amount of money that is coming to us more than usual. So to me, this feels like those essential workers that are working, it's like your efforts are paying off. That's, if I wanted to sum up the feeling of money this week, is your efforts are paying off. And that's always a good feeling, right? Because nobody really wants to be unappreciated for the work that they do. So thank you for all of those folks that are out there watching this that are essential workers. I appreciate you going to work and doing what you do every single day. It helps keep us safer and helps what businesses we can run continue to run as well as they can. So thank you for doing that. All right. Anything else? Any area? Let me ask you guys, any area that I didn't touch on that you guys want to tap into for the week? We talked about money. We talked about relationships. We talked about sort of state of the world. As far as we go with that, let me feel into... Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It feels like this is a short and sweet tap in for our Monday energy vibes, and things are brightening up, things are lightening up, and that heavy blanket that we felt is continuing to feel like it's lifted, and you're able to go about your week a bit happier. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I do hope that these Facebook Lives have been helpful. And if you're interested in getting in touch with me for a reading that is much more personal and much more specific to you, feel free to hop over to my website, which is christyahl.com/services. And you can hit me up there for a one-on-one reading. Thanks again, you guys. Good to see you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next week. Bye.